Good afternoon, you guys.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to Real Talk with SLR.
How are you guys doing today?
Well, guys, I have got to say, y'all are overwhelming in a good way.
Yes.
With all of the responses that you guys left on our last video on Simple Life Reclaimed.
Yeah, there was a lot of good comments, a lot of good, Suggestions. Thank you. I was like, it's not a complaint.
No.
What is it?
No.
And it was really awesome to have that much interaction, with something that we're doing. And I think it works out really nice for the fact that we haven't done it yet.
Yes.
So we can sit back and sort of bounce these ideas with you guys.
Yeah, sometimes when we do our videos, we already know what we're doing. We already have a plan. And like Gary was saying on one of our other episodes, it's more of like a show and tell type of thing where we're just bringing you guys along to be a fly on the wall.
Yep.
With this particular part of our project, we are inviting you guys to take part of it.
Yes.
Now, the response has been so overwhelming. There's literally over 1,000 comments on that last video with suggestions. And guys, it is so much. It is so much for me to try to go through. And it's got my brain going here and there and ping and pong. And I will say that at this point, even though I've read a lot of your guys' suggestions and stuff, I really do like the floor plan that we've got going on right now. The one thing that I haven't really brought up to Gary yet, because I was, of course, reading through all the comments and Gary was doing other stuff. He was actually getting the 3D images and stuff ready, which if we have our way, we'll do a video on that and bring you guys along for it tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. But anyhow, there was one thing that was brought up and I didn't necessarily bring it up to Gary yet, and maybe I'll do it now. So do you remember at my Auntie Gina's house how she had a cooktop for a stove and it wasn't actually an oven, like an oven stove? And it was a cooktop that was built into the countertop, and then off to the side was the oven?
Yes.
Now, if we did something like that, I would get a little bit more cabinetry and cabinet space. And then we can give ourselves the L back again, like that long part. You know what I'm saying? Because we could put that right there. And then we could move where the dishwasher is to where the oven is now. Or we could leave the dishwasher there. I don't know. We could ping pong back and forth all day. But that was something that was brought up in the comment section that I would consider. Other than that, I really like how we have it.
I'm curious on the amps for that. Mm-hmm. I'm curious on the wiring. Would that make it to where now I have to have two double 30s?
I have no idea. I really don't have any idea. I've never had an oven like that.
That is a good suggestion. I'm curious on that. I have not looked into it, to be quite honest. And that's something I will definitely look into.
Yeah.
If that's something that you want.
I mean, it's just something that...
It's ultimately up to her, with the kitchen aspects.
And my brain goes ping pong squirrel, I don't know. So the only place that I've ever actually seen that in real life was my Aunt Gina's house. She has a setup like that where over off of her counter over here, it's on the counter, it's a built-in stovetop, and then off on the side over there, like up a lot higher, is her oven. And it's really nice the way that her kitchen's laid out, but her kitchen is much larger than like our kitchen. But I can see that style working in our kitchen. However, I am also very happy with our current placement of things right now.
So, I mean, it's ultimately really up to you on however you want it to be. If I'll go up, we'll go up there and you can talk it through to me exactly. I have an idea of what you're talking about, but it might be different than what I'm thinking, So
what I'm going to do is we're going to work on a video today in the background. It's a beautiful day outside, guys. And I feel bad that we're kind of like wasting it, but we're not. We have a lot of other things that we need to work on. I'm
happy because we were talking about going out there and doing the blocking for the back deck, which honestly, it has not been sunny at all. Today is the very first day that the sun is actually poking out and saying, hey,
hi guys,
I'm here, and that's starting to allow the wood to dry out a little bit, Treated wood is already going to be a little bit, more soaked or dense. Moist.
Yeah.
I was trying to get away from saying moist.
I'll say it for you.
I'll say it for you. But yeah, so I mean, it does take a little bit into it, but at the same time, because it's treated, it shouldn't soak up that much more, you know?
No, today will be a great day to allow things to dry out a bit. I actually have several things I'm working on in the background with some new sponsors coming up, so I'm very excited for that. Sponsors help us out tremendously when it comes to getting building supplies and just keeping this whole dream rolling and floating.
Yep.
So I gotta show love to them, and I gotta work on some things in the background. While I'm working on that, Gary has been kind of like messing around with the Home Depot app.
Yep.
And then I did go through our email this morning, and guys, not only did you guys send in so many comments in the comment section, but I have so many pictures that were sent in from you guys, and it just really blesses my heart that you guys are willing to take time out of your day and share that with us.
Yes.
I've got pictures of people showing me their kitchens, like their kitchens befores and afters. I've got people writing things down on napkins. I've got other people working it in their design programs and stuff. You guys are absolutely amazing. This community is so wonderful.
It's awesome.
And I'm very happy that we decided to bring them along for some of this planning.
Yeah.
Now, the reason why we didn't bring you guys along for some of the other stuff is because, you know, we know our, like, the structural stuff on how we wanted it.
Yeah.
Which brings me to another point. There was a lot of suggestions for us just to get rid of the back door going out from the kitchen to the patio and for everyone to just use our sliding glass door. But I think that those people don't realize that that's the master bedroom.
Yeah.
I think they think that's just like another room or something, but that's our master bedroom. Gary and I are not going to be moving any doors. We are not going to be moving any windows. Part of it has to do with the structural integrity. Another part of it has to do with, that's a huge pain in the butt. We just don't want to do that. Everything's dried in. There's no point for us to do all that. We have a good amount of space. We just gotta play Tetris in that space we have.
Yes, we gotta try to utilize as much as possible, but at the same time, not over. You know, there is no reason to go crazy. Okay, it's there's a motto called "Keep it simple, stupid. Kiss." All right.
We don't always follow that. We don't
always follow it, but I always try to remind myself about that motto.
Yeah.
And with a kitchen setup, you don't want to get it too crazy. You know? But at the same time, you don't want to not have the space.
Something else that was brought up in the comment section that I haven't talked to you about yet, just because I was doing the scrolling last night, right? Reading. There was one other thing that I think I wanted to bring up to you.
I think I know what it is, but I wanna see if I have it right in my brain.
Okay. So they were talking about our pantry.
Okay.
And one, putting outlets inside the pantry, and two, building the pantry so the pantry is a buffet to where I can put the crock pot, or I can actually, like, when I'm doing my cooking, and it's right next to the dining table. So I would have the storage underneath, right, for all of my big appliances, my blender, and all the stuff that I wanted to store away. But then I can also use that space as a pantry, and then up above it put cupboards to where we don't need to put a pantry door there, where it will look nice, like, at all times. But it will hide the things away that I want to hide, but also be usable space. They suggested we put some outlets right there, so that way if I'm having company and crock pots, or even just day to day or whatever, if I want to use that space to use the Instapot, well, then there it is, you know.
It's a good suggestion.
I really like that one. I actually really like that one.
It's going to create a little bit of a interesting aspect to it all right there. But hey,
you got this, babe. You got this.
Whatever you want, baby. All right, whatever you want. You just tell me what it is. That's not what I thought it was.
That's the right answer, baby.
That's not what I thought it was going to be.
What were you thinking?
Somebody, I know, well, I did look at the comments a little bit.
Oh, you did? Did you? Okay.
Did. Somebody suggested putting one of those, like, flap down counters right there next to the stove. The only issue with that is if we did that, we would lose that those cabinets and the drawers and everything, and when you pop it, you'd have to pop it up to use them. However, if you turned it, it would just have to make it to where those drawers and everything are by our door. You could put something like that right there and have that pop up.
If we turned it, right? You could.
If you turned it, then you'd be able to utilize those drawers at all times without hindrance of the the pop-up.
Oh, and speaking of pop-up and pop-out or additional space, somebody sent me a picture, and I can't think of your name right now. I'm so sorry. I've been overwhelmed. Somebody sent me a picture in the email, okay, and it was really cool, and I know you could build this. So it's like a slide-out drawer that goes right where the dishwasher is. And I thought that it was I'll show you the picture. A slide out drawer, and it has legs and everything, and it fits right around the dishwasher. And in our space, how it is right now, how we already have it mapped out, if we put a little slide out drawer or something right there, I could totally see me just doing a little turn and chop. And
I'd have to look at that and see how that is.
I will show you, because it was a very interesting picture, and the gal that wrote me the email said that it's not hers, but it's at her brother's house, and that her brother had built it for his family, and sent me the pictures of it, and I was like, dang, that thing is cool.
It makes me curious on what that is.
Yeah,
you know,
I'll show you.
Yeah, definitely show me that. That makes me that tickles my fancy.
It's like a little tickle.
Yes.
So we have so much stuff to think about as far as all of that, guys, and we definitely need to get a rein on it pretty quickly, because that is going to be some of the next steps that we're going to be taking. Although I don't want you guys to get too excited, because before we go and spend money on the electricity and like the plumbing and all that stuff, we want to get back to work on the decking out here and do all the blocking and continue building upwards, because the clock is ticking on that ice and water shield.
Yeah. It is ticking, and I'm glad that
up on the house fully.
Yeah, I'm glad that today we're letting it all dry out to where tomorrow we'll be able to tackle it.
Yep.
It shouldn't be too crazy. Shouldn't be all nuts or anything else like that.
Well, we'll see how much we can get done tomorrow. I mean, that's what we always say, right? It shouldn't be too crazy.
It shouldn't be.
No problem. Tomorrow by noon, baby.
We'll see what happens there.
It's just because we're optimistic. We have like those types of personalities. But this week we should be able to get some done tomorrow on our house, back on the decking. But I know that this week is actually pretty busy for us, because we already have plans to go help out Possum Run, Mama V.
Yep.
Possum Run Homestead. She actually is at the point where she needs to get like the trusses and the rafters and stuff up on her cabin build.
Yep.
So right now everything's framed, double top plated, ready to go, but she has 0 rafters up. She has none of that stuff done whatsoever, but she's having like a big family work party, and all of us are getting together. We're going to build those rafters, get everything up, hopefully get it all sheathed in and everything too on the top.
Yep.
So that way, if it does rain or if anything, she could be dried in from the top down. So that's what we're hoping for. But we're doing that Wednesday and Thursday. So we essentially are going to be spending today doing some promo stuff for some of our awesome sponsors. Yep. We're going to be doing some computer work, and hopefully I'll be able to put out another video for you guys tomorrow. We're gonna try to do some filming today of some of the computer work, and so we can give you guys like a 3D look-see on what we're thinking. Yep. So that's what we're hoping to do. That's what we're hoping to do.
It should be pretty good though.
Yeah.
Should be a good day. We've got some plans, and I think it's gonna turn out really, really good this week.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna get a lot done. This weather is a huge blessing.
Yeah.
So we'll be able to help out Mama V, like you said. We'll be able to get some stuff going on the back deck area, and hopefully by the end of this week we should be at a point where, you know, the back deck actually is chopped straight to where we need it to be, and we're planning out the main blocking for the posts and everything.
Right, because as soon as the blocking and stuff is done, then we're going to be building up even higher, connecting it into the roof, and then of course, you know, ice and water shielding that portion off, and then we'd have like a covered deck up there, minus, you know, the planking and stuff. So we'll probably take some of your guys' suggestions and throw some OSB board down, so we have something better to stand on, or I don't know, maybe some of our scrap zip board or something. I don't know. We'll see.
We'll be able to throw some stuff up there.
We'll see.
We do have 3 sheets of zip sheathing that we can throw up there, and we can walk around
just to give me something.
We'll give you a little bit more something. All right. And it will, once we get the blocking going, it will be a lot nicer too, because it will just make everything that much more stouter, and you'll feel even that much more comfortable. You'll probably be able to even like walk out on the joists with it blocked.
No promises.
No promises on that, but I'm just, you might be able to, all right?
Maybe.
Maybe. We'll see. We'll see what happens, all right?
But I think, what is the weather calling for this week? I know it's like basically today through Friday, as far as it can like, because I wasn't looking at it, but Saturday was the last time I looked at it, and it was like showing me from basically today through Friday being like decent, sunshiny in the 50s.
Yeah, it's gonna be right about mid 60s.
When are we getting any rain again?
From what I can tell, it's not supposed to rain for this whole week. It's supposed to be nice and toasty and warm. I think there might be a chance this weekend coming up, but it's so far out. Who knows what's going to happen? And you know what?
Sometimes that'll happen too. It'll be like, oh, you guys are going to be getting, how about that 30%?
Dude, there was a few days this week that it was saying, oh, it's supposed to be partly sunny and, not raining or anything else like that. And then you wake up and you look outside, it's raining. You open up the app again and it's like, oh, 30% chance. And I'm like, great. It's going to rain all day. And it rained all day.
Hey, it's good for the pond. The pond is filling up quite a bit.
The pond is full, all right. I don't need it to be any full.
We could use a little bit more, dry summer. It's going to go down.
Oh, man.
The creeks are flowing. The pond is getting filled. Now, I'm actually looking forward to these next couple of really nice sunshiny days because it's going to dry out some of that mud, man.
Yeah, the roads are
terrible. Terrible.
The roads are straight just mud. Like, it's not like I don't even know what to say on the roadways.
We agreed it was going to be slud.
No, you agreed that it was going to be slud. It's not. All right.
I could hear the word moist. I can't hear the word snap. It's just gross.
No, it just, dude. It don't matter. It don't matter. Like, that stuff is
gross. Gross.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully with some of this dry sunshiny, it will harden it up quite a bit. I think that we might have to get some more rock out here at some point pretty soon.
We're going to have to. That's not a might. We have to. Like,
I know, it's just when.
Well, we got to have it dry out. If it dries out a bit to where, we can drive on it quite a bit this week, I mean, I might give the rock guy a call and see.
Yeah, because down over by the driveway, like by our mailbox and like the first culvert that usually like overflows and all that. Yes, we know we have work that we got to do over there too, but that's more time and money and everything else, and we're up to our eyeballs and stuff we got to do.
Yeah.
So we're just kind of hoping and praying. But down over in that area, it's soupy, man. It's soupy. And it definitely needs some rock and some flattening and some loving. And it's kind of hard right there too, because as you're going up our driveway is very steep.
Yeah.
And that's where everybody's spinning out, and it's having a hard time even getting up into our driveway a little bit. You kind of got to drive a little bit off of it. It's a little treacherous.
Yeah. So I have a feeling that we're going to probably just call them and see what's up.
Yeah.
Because it would be basically 2 loads. I would do 1 load of the bigger rock because that needs to, all that big rock that we put down, the 3-inch, it's in there.
Yeah, no, it's hardening up the,
It's good, but it's down there now probably about, maybe 6 inches to 8 inches into the ground. So throw some more on it and
it didn't
throw
help
some
that
powder.
We had the road made, and then like immediately after we had the road made, like we've had how many trucks with concrete trucks and all these delivery trucks and everything, and so it's a lot of weight on it. Had it just had like normal wear and tear of just cars and like regular trucks without giant loads, I think our road would probably still be pretty good. But between the school bus, I don't even think even is that big of a deal. I think it's all of our concrete trucks and all of our deliveries and all the block and everything that we've had brought out here. Yeah, it's a lot of weight.
That's a lot of weight.
So definitely smushed it down.
Yep. So I think that
it's gonna have to be on the to-do list at some point. I'm sure.
Before it gets too crazy out here.
Yeah, because we haven't even hit our rainy season yet. This is the
beginning.
This is still technically winter.
Yep.
Technically. Yeah.
Technically. But it's beautiful outside. We're going to be able to get some stuff going. We'll be able to get some promos done and going. We'll be able to get some stuff going on the computer, and we'll be prepared for tomorrow.
Yes.
So.
Yes. And I had a nice reset of the house too after having the kids home for so long, right? And then the weather just being so terrible and muddy feet and everything, I completely gave up. I gave up, guys. I waved the white flag. I was like, fine, you guys want to live in this field? Fine. And so then, I started doing the reset yesterday, but then I pretty much am about done with it today. I had to do all the laundry and the mopping and the dishes and everything. That mom life,
Well,
I stay busy. So, yeah.
Yes.
So I needed today. I needed today to kind of reset, and we needed today to, we do need today to do some stuff on the back end of things, some contractual obligations that we have that we need to fulfill, and also that I'm very excited to work on. I'm very excited to do these things and show you guys these things coming up because it's pretty cool. It's pretty awesome.
They're pretty dope.
They're really cool stuff. So, all right. Well, I guess that's about all we got for today, guys. I want to thank you guys so much for hanging out with us today on Real Talk with SLR. We're gonna get to filming. Hopefully we'll bring you guys along for something on Simple Life tomorrow. And now that the weather's better, kids are going to school, we should be able to do this Real Talk Monday through Friday this week. So I hope that you guys stay tuned for it. So y'all know the drill. We love you guys. And until the next one, we hope you have a good one.
And we'll catch you on the next one.
Bye, you guys.
Later.